By Heather Hollingsworth and Casey Smith, Associated Press, Indianapolis. As the coronavirus sidelines huge numbers of educators, school districts around the country are aggressively recruiting substitute teachers, offering bonuses and waiving certification requirements in order to keep classrooms open. Coming to the rescue in many cases are college students who are themselves learning online or home for extended winter breaks. In Indiana, the 400-student Greenfield-Central School District about 20 miles east of Indianapolis made a plea for help as its substitute pool shrank. "I said, if you've got a student who's in college, maybe they'd like to work even a 2-month thing for us, which would be a stopgap, no doubt, but it will help us a whole bunch," said Scott Kern, the Greenfield-Central Community School Corporation Director of Human Resources. Over a dozen college students answered the call, including his own daughter, 19-year-old Grace Kern, who is studying medical imaging technology at Indiana University-Purdue University Indianapolis. She has been working in elementary school classrooms, helping students as teachers offer instruction remotely via a screen inside the room. "My dad told me that a bunch of teachers are out and they're struggling to get substitutes in. And I was like, well, all my classes are online, except for one, so I have the time to do it. And I would hate for the schools and the students to struggle," she said. The teaching force already was stretched in many places before the pandemic hit, as fewer students entered the profession, and retirees who often fill in as substitutes have been staying home in large numbers because of concerns about their health. As contact tracing forces teachers into quarantine, staffing shortages have become so severe that many schools have had no choice but to switch to distance learning. In Connecticut, Governor Ned Lamont, a Democrat, appealed late last month to college students who were coming home for their winter break to help in hospitals, virus testing sites, and in schools. In cases where teachers are leading instruction remotely because they have to be in quarantine, for example, Lamont said college students could be paid to come into the classrooms and help provide supervision. "Look, you could binge watch Netflix for 3 weeks, but we have some other ways that you could really be of assistance, helping your entire community get through this pandemic," Lamont said at a news briefing. Isabel Orozco, a freshman at Wellesley College, is working as a substitute teacher in the Cheshire, Connecticut district, where she graduated high school in June. She said she's considering taking all of her spring semester classes online, so she can continue working in the public schools. "Anything I can do to help, I feel good about," she said. College students have been tapped in growing numbers this year by Kelly Education, which contracts with districts to provide substitutes.